Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever or wherever you're watching this video, it's going to demonstrate the basics of using the Canon Vixia HF M50 video camera. So let's get started. After checking out the camera, you'll want to check that you have all the necessary components: the USB cable, the power cord, and the camera itself. Some cameras will also come with a mini tripod. If you think you'll need one, ask for one.
You'll also want to check and see if the SD card is in the camera. To do this, find the SD card slot, which is located beneath the camera's hand strap. Press the SD card to eject it.
Another essential component is the battery. It's located on the back of the camera. To remove it, open the camera's display screen to access the release button. While holding the button, you can remove the battery by sliding it down. That's all the parts you'll need to make your video. Next, we'll talk about setting up the camera for recording. Tripods are a great tool. They can keep your video steady and keep your hands free during recording. This will be especially useful for oral interviews, so you can hold on to your notes.
To use the small tripod, screw it into the base of the camera. Lock the camera into place by turning the knob located on the tripod. To use the large tripod, first adjust its height. Each of the 3 legs can be adjusted by loosening either or both of its knobs. Extend the legs to the desired height and lock it in place.
To attach the camera to the tripod, start by removing the tripod mount by releasing the lever. Attach the mount to the base of the camera by twisting it into place. Then attach the mount to the tripod by releasing the lever.
Now on to the video recording. Here's our interviewee, Kermit the Frog. Before we start recording our interview with Kermit, it's important to check the camera's battery level, which is indicated in the upper right corner of the camera's touchscreen. If it's running low, connect the power cord to the back of the camera. The camera's battery won't charge unless the camera is turned off, but this will keep further power from draining. Notice how the screen brightens and the battery level indicator disappears when the power cord is plugged in.
Another thing you'll want to check is the SD card indicator. The green square in the upper right-hand corner indicates that the SD card is in the camera. To the right, you'll see the amount of recording time available on the SD card.
You can adjust the audio settings from the home screen by selecting Main Functions and then selecting Audio. The best settings for interviews are Standard and Speech.
Adjust the file format settings from the home screen by selecting Recording Standard. The first option is for the AV-CHD format, which is the best for playback on HD TVs. The second option is the Story Creator mode, which is also in HD. With this setting, the camera will give you shooting tips depending on which story theme you select. The last option is for the MP4 format. This format will be the best for most video projects, since it is ideal for web upload or playback. The MP4 format is limited to 30-minute clips of video, so if you plan to record a shot longer than 30 minutes, use the AV-CHD format.
You can zoom in and out and record in 2 ways. From the home screen, select Main Functions, then Zoom. Zoom in and out by using the buttons on the left side of the touchscreen. The red Start button on the right allows you to record. Notice how the green light on the top of the screen becomes red while recording. Another way to zoom is by using the button at the top of the camera. Record by pressing the silver and red button on the right of the battery. To stop recording, press the button again.
Now let's get the video off the camera and onto your computer. Use the USB cord to connect it to your computer. Another option is to take out the SD card and insert it into your computer. Now on your desktop, take the files from the SD card and transfer them to your computer. This can be done by highlighting the files and dragging them to your desktop, or by copying and pasting the files. It is a good idea to back up your files as soon as you can, either onto your computer or onto a secondary source.
We would like to thank Sarah Williams for creating the Canon Vixia HF M50 user guide for oral history interviews, which supported us as a reference for this video. Thank you for watching this instructional video. Hope it helps.